cliffs like friggin' Superman.
Whoa! I would have most definitely dropped him.
Yep.
Was not ready for that speed. He would be a little mushy spot.
Craft.
He would be a little mushy spot on
so-
the rocks.
You fly up for a while, and like you get into the mist fairly fast before and you're flying up the cliff for about a minute.
That's up there.
No sign of the top yet.
That's a ways.
Can we still see the rainbow?
You've sort of like gone into the mist near the top, and it's sort of enshrouded you, so you can't really see anything other than the cliff face. You keep going until a point where you definitely should have gotten to the top of the cliff, and you are still going up the side.
I try to touch the cliff.
Damn, it feels like stone. Why don't you give me a notice roll, Robin?
4.
So you go up a little ways more, and you recognize features of the cliff face.
Mm-hmm. We're going in circles. Flying in circles?
The crack, like that particular crevasse in the cliff, repeated once.
They got lazy with their magic. They just tiled their texture instead.
Copy paste.
Yeah.
It's not looping. It's just really tall.
That's what it is.
So do we find out that it's infinite?
Well, it's looping.
Mr. Div, you want to try to fly into it and see if you can get through?
All right, here I go. Watch me go. Smash!
Vigor roll.
All right. Bigger. All right, 6.
You are shaken as you ram yourself into a stone wall.
It is not 3/5 alleyway or whatever that is.
Your brain hurts. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it is not the
You
train
bounce
station.
off.
Doesn't work.
As you do that, the three of you and Paul hear a faint, sort of ethereal whisper, like a voice on the wind,
Laughter?
say, visitors come to the Duke's palace. What are you doing over here?
Coming to the Duke's
This
Palace.
isn't the entrance.
Looking for the entrance.
We didn't see a sign.
Looking up, you see
A sign?
A face.
a face in the mist.
Yeah, I knew it.
Just sort of the mist sort of swirling into the approximation of facial features.
Are they sharp elven facial features or human facial?
They are
Blurry, cloudy.
Or
pretty blurry. Yeah, it looks pretty misty. Probably hard to tell. They are humanoid and human-sized.
It's definitely not the look, but for some reason I thought of the end of the third Matrix with that face that's where the cloud drones.
Right.
Not at all the same.
The face says, "You're not supposed to be here. And you won't get very far going up this way, as I'm sure you've noticed."
Where should we go to meet the Duke?
Why, one must announce themselves.
We're here to see the Duke. Announced enough?
Well, not to me.
Oh.
I know you're here. But you cannot enter the palace through the over the wall. You must enter through the front door.
Could you show us?
Certainly. All are welcome.
Is the front door?
Especially such
Is the front door
such
accessible by a
worldly
ship?
travelers as yourselves. Very canny, I am.
Is the front accessible by ship?
I wouldn't say that.
What if the ship
On land.
could fly? Where is this door?
I will lead you there if you are willing.
Is the journey long? We have people waiting.
It is not far with our speed.
I just look at you guys.
I want to cast a spell on his face.
Okay.
I'm gonna dispel your face. I don't believe it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to see if I can just bust his stupid mist.
He's gonna backfire it at you, reflect it, and we're gonna fall.
And then we all just fall and die.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my glider, so, you know, you guys can figure it out.
I have good luck. I have a Benny or two.
Alright, so it's just one. I don't think it's a device, so. Although it's
I did buy a
not
harpoon gun.
different, so I'll just give it that anyway. So it's -1, -2 for fly, -3 for arcane protection, +1 for thin weave. And I assume I can channel in this.
If he is magically gifted, that will be obvious that you are channeling a spell.
Oh, yeah, I don't want it to be obvious. So I'll use a major bone talisman to make it a flat roll.
All right.
Ten.
All right. Give me a spellcasting roll.
Tar, if you kill us because you're trying to dispel a face,
Oh, that'd be the best. So I tried to dispel his face, and he killed us. Oh shit!
Alright, I have one Benny.
He was super vain. He didn't want you to see how nerdy you
So
looked.
I'm gonna do the Benny. See if I can get higher. Oh, fucking yes I can! Fuck you in your face, that's a 23!
Okay, well, he rolled a 1, so.
Yeah, fuck you anyways!
does the entire mist dispel?
Yep, you just dispelled the whole island of mist.
Because it was made of
For
face.
miles.
The mist was made of face.
Okay, so
You see like
sort
the
of like
Wizard of Oz behind his curtain.
you sort of like throw your hand out and it'll blow like a blast of air, and the mist sort of scatters from around the face, and it scatters and like parts to reveal a tangible form, which is now suspended in the air. This very like lithe, slender, sort of like almost ethereal looking elf with this long sort of white hair that kind of twists and curls around him, and he sort of like let me see. Oh my god. Okay, so he was not expecting that. He just like drops down, and you see him kind of like trying to maneuver his body to like get closer to the cliffside, and fail. And then another sort of like bank of mist sort of like swirls around and like pushes him into the cliffside, and he like grabs onto it and like slides down it a little ways. So he's like 30 feet below you now.
Problems.
You see another sort of like humanoid mist form become like faintly tangible as they like against the wall.
Oh, so now there's another one?
There's another
I
one.
see.
Yeah. Who kind of like looks up at you and sort of like swirls back into the mist.
No need for the theatrics. You can just show us your face.
The one whose form you dispelled kind of looks up and says, "Such rudeness.
Are we still
As
welcome?
is to be expected by a barbarian, I suppose." Oh, all are welcome. The Duke's court, as I said.
Pushing that, stress testing that right
I'm
off the
sure
bat.
that he would be very interested to see you and your ship below. All are welcome.
We have no means of getting our ship there.
They're not quite as capable of flight as us.
Oh, never fear. We can provide transportation for them.
They will attempt to kill
It
you.
is the time of merriment. You do not wish them to enjoy the merriment? The
That's
spring
not for them
draws
to
near.
decide. We'll decide later.
You say we'll decide later?
He kind of like looks up at you again with this like piercing gaze. You can see his eyes are like this. They're like rolling, sort of foggy, like pools of mist in his set into his face, and he kind of like pushes himself off the wall and goes into like the mist form once again, and kind of like swirls back up towards you, staying a little bit closer to the wall this time. It says, "Please come with me. I will forgive your transgression. It was a cute trick. One should mind their manners in the court of the Duke. When we get
Parrot, maybe I shouldn't go.
right this way."
Alright. Hey, you got any Pegasus for sale?
You'll have to come and see.
Well, yeah, we're coming. We're coming. You don't need to hard sell it anymore, guy.
Are you going to follow the mist elf?
Sure.
Mr. Elf.
Hey.
Mr. Elf. All right, so you head sort of along the face of the cliff and over towards the that like sort of faint structure that you saw, and as you get sort of like up to this point here, past the like line of impenetrable wreckage and like rocks, the mist fades a little more, and the rain picks up, and you see this magnificent palace made out of its walls are made out of these like twisting, spiraling like shells almost, and you see like in various parts there are like both real like waterfalls and like sand falls of just like shifting sand moving down off of the walls and coiling down in intricate patterns, kind of like a sand castle that's continually like collapsing but still remains standing. And the walls are in this kind of like the whole place is designed almost like a shell with like three sort of concentric spirals leading up to the sort of like the back top portion closest to where the thicker cluster of mist is, where the lighthouse is, or at least where you believe the lighthouse to be. And as you approach, you hear the sound of the like humming siren song being overlaid with some more like jovial, bright music and some like verbal accompaniment, singing in some strange tongue you can't quite place. And that's where we'll leave it.
It's got a cool house.
He's got a cool house.
Question.
Yeah,
Are the are Fae interesting?
they are. Yes.
Because I was like, oh, they're like chums mixing their music. They're jamming
Mm-hmm.
together.
They're jamming.
Oh my god, Kelpies are too? Fuck that Kelpie.
Yep.
Ah, I should show him my pipe.
The one you found was an unseelie kelpie, and these are
Oh,
these
okay.
are seelie elves.
Oh, there's the two sides, right?
The unseelie elves are a little bit more dark and usually less friendly.
Less directly friendly.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you have arrived at the Isle of Mist, and now I guess we'll see what the hell happens here. And you can figure out if there's anything good that you can, any plunder. Do you
Hey,
know
I'm
why you're
excited.
here?
I know why I'm here. I don't know about you, chumps.
I know, Mike, you're muted.
Mike, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was coughing earlier.
Okay.
Are you here to bang the Duke?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
However, if it comes up, you won't pass up the opportunity.
That was just a moment of adventure and being on the open ocean with pro
I mean-
sailors.
Once you
Right,
banged
right.
one elf.
Well, I mean, the Duke.
Honestly, well, like 5 out of 10. Elf dicks are weird.
Immortals
Probably
are
right.
immortals are odd.
And just like a very selfish lover, you know.
Yep.
I didn't expect much else, but
Checked it off the bucket list.
yeah.
Yeah.
More of a
Yeah, I
cheerleader.
guess there was the thing where Mr. Dibbs wanted to ask the elves about.
Oh yeah,
Immortal
Luca.
Lights.
Yeah, I need.
And then the lighthouse is here.
Yeah.
So
So there's a few things. Cause
I mean, the last point on the map you discovered, you found a horrifying beast and made friends with it.
Mm-hmm.
I bet we're gonna meet a not horrifying beast and make enemies of it.
All right, so the Duke's gonna be real.
Wow,
Sounds
you're a
like
beautiful
par for the
creature,
course.
but a dick.
The Duke's gonna be real something, like either pompous and all expecting us to just kiss his ass all the time for no reason, and or like you said, just our enemy. But
I mean, go ahead.
but I think we also may get some sort of boons out of this. So I definitely need to use mine from him to get Luca something, some sort of plot thread quest to start that. We're getting it. That's what we're getting. That's what I'm doing.
I'm excited to talk to this guy.
I'm ripping.
I'm not even sure if he's an elf. I don't think he's an elf, right? He's just like their
He's a
lord.
leprechaun.
He comes
Yeah.
out in a green fucking hat talking about his
Hey!
breakfast cereal.
How's it going, lads?
Oh, I can't wait. He is. Now he is.
It's
Just
me, the Duke.
draw their sniffles.
You be wanting some Lucky Charms?
Hey, so Tara, in your studies of rituals, have you determined if you can use a blood sacrifice from an immortal creature to satisfy the blood sacrifice requirement?
I am not a book learner. I am a learn by doing.
I would
So
say
I'll
yes.
find out.
I would say yes.
Damn, I mean, I had to let that elf go of his own volition, but maybe he would have been willing to be a blood sacrifice.
Yeah, because he doesn't care.
That did come up earlier.
What if
I wonder
that's?
if that might be one way to actually kill.
I was
an
just
elf.
gonna say that. Like, what if sacrifice, like, is the way that
Use-
their immortal souls don't
Use
reform?
that delicious elf
It's a good
soul
question.
to fuel your magic and actually
Mhm.
kill them.
Yep, that's it. So I guess no one mentioned sacrifice right now.
Yeah. So I wanted to do a blood ritual
Yeah.
and kill an immortal.
Mm-hmm. I
Just,
mean, yeah, only if
I
like
don't have any ritual in mind. I'm just curious to see if it would work.
just spitballing. Like ritual of eternal sandwiches or something.
I don't.
Free this one mortal girl on the other end of the world. You don't really know anything about.
Oh
it.
yeah. We'll do that. That's yeah. Okay, so end of the campaign. We haven't used Keto yet. Oh, can you free that girl before we're done?
Oh my god.
I don't think she can.
I bet she could.
I mean,
She's not like. She can't like dispel magic and stuff.
she
She's a
could
big
she could
fucking
wreak havoc
snowflake.
on that town.
I mean, she could kill everyone in that city and take the girl and bring her to you.
Yeah,
But
that's
she
it.
would
That's probably
also
what she would do.
accidentally kill a bunch of innocent people,
Well, yeah.
including
Of course.
slaves.
I mean, yeah. Well, no, there's no slaves in Hallamore.
Wait, those are
Slavery
servants.
is illegal.
Those
in
those are servants.
There's just
You just-
unwilling magical servants.
have to work for the government
If you have magic,
and wear,
death collars.
restraints.
Death collars.
And if you do anything bad, you suffer severe consequences. But you're
Are
not
they-
slaves. Slavery is illegal. That's barbaric.
Are they still classified as people? For some reason, I thought they got around it by not calling them not people.
No, because it's for the safety of the public.
It might be for a different.
They're definitely like otherized in some way, and probably thought of as like
That's probably some different world I'm thinking of where like we just classified them as not people to get around
Probably.
slavery laws.
just like, well, yeah, they're not people. It doesn't count. Yeah, no, not Castro.
No, I'm excited to talk to this maybe elf, maybe not weird
No.
deity thing.
See what's up. It'll definitely be interesting. Whatever happens.
And be like, why are you just a duke? Why not a king or something? Because people kill kings. No one gives a fuck about a duke. They leave them alone. That's why I would be a duke. Instead, like I rule this land as duke. Why? So many more titles. Yeah, but
I think in order to be a duke, you have to have a liege.
Yeah. that
Otherwise, you're
implies
just a
that
petty
the-
king.
okay.
Yeah, right. A duke
Because
without a king.
the king has to
king.
be on top. Like if you're independent, you're a king.
All right. So then just
I mean, you can call yourself a duke, but you're a king.
Or a hermit.
or a
That is
hermit.
interesting because it either implies a total lack of knowledge of the feudal system, or he has a boss.
A liege, yeah.
I'm banking on he just thought it was a cool name.
Yeah. Or it's
That's all he
deception.
cares about.
I mean,
That way-
The king of summer rain doesn't ring quite as well.
or he's been around for thousands of years, and maybe back then there wasn't such thing as kings.
Duke was as high as you
But
go.
duke?
Yeah, it's a holdover.
It was the name of the first ruler. His name was Duke.
Or maybe that's just his name.
Yeah, it's just his name.
It's actually DOOK.
Yeah. Everyone
Yeah,
made
that's
fun of
actually
him.
his name.
He's a large
His
guy.
followers, you know what they're called? Dukies.
Yeah.
What's Ron Swanson's Duke Silver?
Duke Silver, yeah.
Does this guy have silver hair? That would be great.
I guess we'll find out next week.
We won't.
Maybe. Maybe you won't even see him.
We
Maybe
won't.
he's not even tangible.
He'll
Maybe
be
he doesn't even exist.
he'll be missed.
If he doesn't exist, I'm gonna be so mad.
Awesome.
Oh, blood sacrifice every elf on this island.
That's a hell of a threat.
There's at
We
least
don't even
2
know if it
elves.
works.
Yeah. They're like, okay.
Also, I don't think you can like just do a sacrifice without it like triggering some sort of spell. So we have to find a ritual that requires a blood sacrifice.
You can't just add in the.
Yeah.
No,
Do it that many times.
you can empower a spell with a helpless or willing blood sacrifice. It's in the blood cat or the empowerment spell.
It's in the
empowerment.
horrible rules set.
They don't have to be willing.
So if
They have
Said
they have
helpless.
to either be willing or they have to be incapacitated or helpless.
Helpless. Yeah.
You have to be able to slit their throat without
Oh,
any
okay.
kind of resistance.
I can't just shoot a sleeping person and say they're my blood sacrifice and cast a spell.
No, we could.
No.
You have to do a whole ritual like around their bed while they sleep and not wake them up, and then just like.
I do have paralyzing potion and stuff or poison and things.
That would work.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
Oh,
method.
God, we're creeping back into that terrible terrorist people again.
What do you mean creeping back? We're
Not
there.
even Anya. Well, I think it's probably she didn't do that because the opportunity didn't come up.
Anya's
Anya
the
would've done
worst.
it.
Yeah.
Anya extracted someone's shin bone while they were alive, mostly because she just kind of wanted to.
It was her birthday.
Yeah, it was her birthday.
Psychopath.
I was
child.
supervised as Kelsey, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is so fucked up."
I'm just like, all right, this is how far is too far? That's too far. That's enough.
Also, we didn't even.
We didn't
I
need
think we didn't even get any information out of it.
Nothing
It was
nothing like pivotal. Nothing we didn't already know half of already. So no, it was unnecessary, but fun.
Anya wasn't chill.
No.
I
She's a
think
ruler.
Well,
she was a very good representation of a chaotic evil character
mhm,
who like
Yeah.
worked because like she liked Kelsey and Corvin.
mhm.
Even at the end, like, she wasn't chaotic stupid.
No, like she's not gonna
Still
she's not gonna
working
mess
us
with you.
for a common goal. I even used the fucking the wish spell
Yeah,
for
to
her purposes.
Mhm.
Because I felt bad that she had to like betray her brother or whatever.
And I just
And-
tried to raise her
now she
as a,
kind of rules the city.
yeah, and I just tried to raise her up as well as I could, like a pseudo daughter.
You did your
I mean,
best.
it's just like
Now she's a tyrant.
in an arc or like,
She's not really a tyrant. She just
Well,
New Ortega is an anarchy state. I actually asked Austin how she would govern it, and basically the answer is a lack of governance. Just like
It doesn't.
you can do whatever you want unless you piss me off, and then I'm going to kill you.
Don't piss off.
Probably a really horrible way.
Don't piss off the little girl
mean-
queen.
they probably do some pretty cool positive work in that city that you couldn't elsewhere. But nobody wants to see it done.
No laws at all.